Alright guys, we're back and I got a Jackson Js12 here and I got it on a trade, so I'm going to tear it down and turn it into something real cool here. And I've got a bunch of the Jackson JS11s and it's basically the same guitar, only you have two more frets. So we're going to get into it here and start tearing it down. So first thing is you're going to want to get your strings off of it here. So I'm going to get the strings off and then I'll bring you right back. Alright guys, I got the strings off well enough right now. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to start getting the tuners off here. Cannot stress this enough. 10 millimeter. Just start up here and start loosening them up. And once you've got them loosened up, you can just twist them off really with your fingers. So I'll get these things twisted off here and then we'll flip it over. Okay guys, we got the front retainers off the tuners. So now we're going to go through and we're going to use a small screwdriver here to get these off. A little tip on this: when you're changing tuners on these guitars, the screws that come in the guitar are already set in the wood, so they go in there perfect already, and they're usually fairly good quality, the hardware they use on those. So most of your tuners are going to come with a screw, and I've had tons of them snap off or strip out. Just do yourself a favor, use the screws that came in the guitar. I'm going to get these off and then we'll be back. Alright guys, so this is the type of tuner that I'm going to use here. And you can get these on Amazon, they're pretty reasonable. They're 19-to-1 and they're like a Spursdale copy, which means you can actually tighten this guy against the string here. And basically this is the same in reverse here. Just put on there, put your screw in, and then I'll flip it over and show the front side here. Okay, here we are on the front side, and it's just in reverse. You're just putting these nuts in. Now when you put the nuts on these tuners, you just want to snug them. You don't want to tighten them down too tight and crack your headstock. A lot of people they get a little overzealous with it. And this is where your 10 millimeter comes in handy here. Just barely snug that. So I'll go through and snug those and then we'll be back. Alright guys, we got the tuner snugged. So the next order of business is we're going to pop these springs off and pull the tremolo out. Alright, so we've got the springs loose. They just push in the back of the tremolo. So that goes in your tremolo, that hooks on your claw. So we're going to flip it over the front side here. And hopefully we can get it out. I'm trying to cheat here, guys, and not take my height adjustment. And looks like it's going to fight with me. So if you need to take these out, these are going to be an Allen. So I will bring you right back here in just a second. Alright guys, I got the tremolo off. I was able to just loosen this one and slip it out. And so the next order of things is we're going to start getting the pickups out of here. Of course, it's going to be your screws right here. You'll have 4 screws around your pickup rings. So I'll get all those out and I'll bring you back here. Okay guys, after you get those screws out of the pickup trim rings, then we're going to flip it over here. And always keep a pair of clippers in the shop. And the reason why is I don't like getting a lot of heat in certain electronic items. So I'll just clip the wires off, and it allows me to get it disconnected and not get any unneeded heat in a piece. So let's see if I can get this in frame for everybody. So your front wire is your neck, your back wire is your bridge, and you'll just clip those, and then you will go to the back of the pots and clip your grounds on those, and then you can pull those out. So I'll do that and I'll bring you back. Okay guys, we got those clipped and got the pickups out, and the next order of business is we're going to start getting these knobs off. Okay, there's the knobs off. So I still have not decided whether I'm what style pickups I'm going to go with, if I'm even going to stay passive still. So I'm going to do a finish on this guitar, and I'm going to try to utilize some of the color that's already on this guitar, and we'll continue here to probably get the electronics out, and I'll bring you back here in just a second. Alright guys, so I used a 10mm ratchet on both your pots, where you push those through, and this is just going to be another Phillips screw right here. Before we take that last one out, let's pop this off. Okay. Alright, so we've got everything where it'll push through, and we'll get these screws out on a jack plate. Okay, so there's your jack plate loose. So all you have to do is get your nut loose on here. You can pull that through, and that'll allow all your electronics to drop out. So we'll call this the disassembly part 1, and thank you all for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.